If you're looking for a top-quality pre-owned vehicle, AutoFair makes it happen. Shop over 700 pre-owned vehicles, payments starting at $99 a month. Plus, all AutoFair certified used vehicles come with a 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Get fast, easy financing, and our goal is always 100% credit approval. With 8 convenient locations, AutoFair makes it happen. AutoFair.com.
AutoFair makes it happen.
It's heartbreaking, you know. I've actually worked on the church quite a few years ago, too, and I remember climbing up to the top of that and painting it.
So many people in this community have memories or feelings just like his about this long-standing beacon of the community on School Street, badly burned by fire this week.
It's hard to even talk about it, but yeah, so many good people, and our church has done so much good for a lot of families, you know, and it's just devastating. I wake up in the morning and it's like can't even believe that it happened, you know.
Saturday, a crane was called in after fire officials confirmed this week that they couldn't go inside to investigate until the steeple and 1,600-pound bell inside were safely removed, for fear that the charred structure could come crumbling down at any moment. Dozens of people gathered to watch.
It touches everybody, no matter what your religion. This community will come together for this church.
And it already has. A GoFundMe has been created to help rebuild the church once demolition is complete. As of Saturday evening, Fire Chief Chris Christopoulos says there's no longer any concern of a collapse, and School Street is back open to traffic. And while the church is likely a total loss, parishioners may be able to salvage windows or other pieces to use in the rebuilding as a way of holding on to their past.
It'll never be rebuilt the way it was, you know. And so there's a lot of people that are hurting right now.
And tomorrow morning, parishioners will gather about a block away at the Masonic Hall for Sunday service.
Over 60 career-relevant programs and a full campus life to engage, inspire, and prepare you to better yourself and your world. Envision the future you really want at NHTI. Visit our open house January 4th from 5 to 7 p.m.
Thank you. A Londonderry family is getting ready to ring in 2017 and celebrate the first birthday of their youngest daughter, who was born on New Year's Day with a rare genetic condition that creates potentially life-threatening danger every time she goes to sleep. The Butler family of Londonderry started 2016 with the best kind of blessing. Baby Sullivan arrived on New Year's Day.
Sullivan was actually named after the 5 Sullivan brothers from World War II.
That fighting Sullivan spirit would come in handy. Sully's birth was difficult. She spent 2 weeks at Dartmouth-Hitchcock in Lebanon before doctors cleared her to head home to her 3 adoring big sisters.
After we got discharged from the NICU, we thought she was fine. We really did, and then she got very sick.
She had to be ventilated with a bag valve mask. She was intubated, and she bought herself a trip down to Boston Children's in Massachusetts.
But even there, some of the best doctors in the world struggled to make a diagnosis.
It was very frustrating. Like there was something wrong, and nobody could tell us what.
After 6 agonizing weeks, Bo and Amanda were told their daughter might have an incredibly rare condition called CCHS, or Congenital Central Hypoventilation Syndrome. Test results initially came back negative.
2 days later, they called, and you could tell there was something wrong when the doctor called us, and he's like, I'm so sorry. the lab messed up and she actually is positive.
Only 1,000 or so people worldwide have CCHS, and there's no cure. It's a rare genetic mutation that makes sleep potentially fatal for Sully. Almost everyone else on the planet wakes up when their carbon dioxide levels get too high.
Sullivan lacks a trigger to arouse herself by either repositioning her body or increasing her respiratory rate.
Sully sleeps with a BiPAP machine that pressurizes her breathing. She'll need to use the device for the rest of her life or until there's a cure.
We'll get through it. We will get through it. We got a big family. We got a lot of support around us. Neighbors, guys at the firehouse, you name it. People have our backs. And that, at the local level in the community, is precious.
You heard Bo mention the firehouse there. He's a fire lieutenant in Londonderry. His brother-in-law, Amanda's brother, battled cancer successfully this year, so the whole family very much ready to turn the page on 2016.
What a sweet family. What a cute
They're
little
beautiful.
girl.
She's so
Absolutely.
beautiful.
So take your place, there ain't nobody better. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together, baby. What can love? I love so proud of me. It's still so hard to believe. Oh, my baby, please, 'cause we belong together. I'm gonna lean on my mind, it's about to be till the sun comes up. So take your place, there ain't nobody better. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together.
The palace keeps saying that she has this heavy cold, so we don't want to give a running commentary on it. It's not serious enough to do that. Also, she's on a private holiday, effectively, which is at a private home, Sandringham. She's there every year, but she does make these routine appearances, as you say, on Christmas Day, but also on New Year's Day. So in an hour, she was due to appear again at church, and if she didn't turn up, then lots of questions would be asked. So they've been sort of prompted, really, into giving a pre-announcement, if you like, that she wouldn't be turning up. It's almost anti-news in a way, but people are very concerned about her heavy cold, and she is in her 90s now. And effectively what I said is she won't be turning up because she still does have this heavy cold. She's still recuperating from it, but she is well enough to be up and working from home effectively. So every day she gets sent these red boxes from the government. As head of state, she has that responsibility to read them every day. So she is reading what's in the paperwork from the government in these red boxes that appear every day. So that's effectively her working from home. And she's well enough to be walking about, and they're not overly concerned. They're not necessarily playing it down, because they are saying it is a heavy cold, but they're saying, you know, there's nothing more to be worried about than that. She simply wasn't well enough to go to church today.